Hello and welcome back to Coil Life. Today we're going to be having a look at this. Now this little guy is the HAKU Phenom. Now this is designed in Australia by a guy named Steve and it's manufactured in South Korea. It comes in one of these plain little plastic boxes. However, this thing is massively hyped on Facebook. You can only at the moment get one of these if you're in the HAKU Facebook group. Now, overhyped it may be, it may not be, time will tell. I have to say I have really enjoyed using this. I was made up when I got it. It's a little bit on the pricey side with shipping. It was $100 plus shipping, but anyway, enough of that. Let's have a look up close and get to know this little guy a little bit better. Okay, so here is the packaging the HAKU Phenom comes in typical little plastic container like this, which if we can get that open, just opens, and inside obviously we have the RDA itself. You also get all your spares in here. You get two Allen keys. One is for the terminal screws and the other is for the 510 squonk pin that you see there to get that in and out. You also get a normal 510 pin and some spare terminal screws and some O-rings. So having a look on the bottom there, we've got HAKU Phenom engraved, Australia, because it was designed in Australia, and your serial number. Now the top cap itself, having a look, we've got your airflow on either side. It's this kind of sandblasted stainless steel finishing on the top cap itself, and you've got your little stubby 510 drip tip, which in my opinion is just a little bit too short. Having a look on the inside then, just take this top cap off. So as you can see on the top cap, you've got your airflow, and it really is right there. So if we have a look, that's basically it. This other big chunk here is just dead space, and it's a small little RDA. And the size of the top cap itself, you've got there 18 millimeters tall. So you got a 22 mil deck. So you've got, as you can see there, this nice polished stainless steel finishing. The finishing of this RDA is exceptional. You've got your terminal posts there. You see you've got one that's fully enclosed. Now in my opinion they should have made that just a tiny bit wider so you can get some wider coils in there, but it's not too bad. And then the other side, you've got one side of it open so you can easily slot your coils in, and your airflow then comes in at an angle. So you see that there, it's going to come down at your coil on either side, and I have to say the airflow is smooth. It's very smooth. Now the difference between the Phenom and the Cruiser, obviously this being the Phenom, you've got this more enclosed space, and on the Cruiser all it is that this is more rounded here, so you got more space to put more cotton in. That there's no difference whatsoever. So having a look then at how you'd pop a coil in here, so I just pop this on there like that. So coil. Okay, so we'll pop a simple little fuse Clapton in here now, and to do that, how we get our coil in here is on the closed side, and you just pop your lead in through there like that. Fold your coil in just so as it slots in just under that one there, if I can get that to focus for you a little bit better. Just like that. So then I'll just tighten these leads down. Okay, so now we have our leads snipped off, our coil positioned, and as you can see, how I positioned the coil here is just at a little bit of an angle. I think it just allows for the air to come through a little bit better, and it makes a nicer vape. What you've got to be careful of is obviously on your leads themselves, make sure that you snip your leads as close to those terminal posts as possible to avoid any shorting. So as you can see there now, we've got that glowing nice and even. So it's time to get some cotton in there. Okay, time to get some cotton in here now. So I just pop that through there like that, and then feed that through. Not too tight. That's just perfect there for me. And then we'll snip off a little bit on either side. Just about there like that. And what I'll do is I'll just comb out the ends a little bit. So now I have my cotton all tucked in nice and neat and tidy in there. You can see we really do have a reduced chamber on that deck. So you can see when you put the top cap down, where your airflow is going to be to where your coil is and how close you're going to be to your actual coil. The flavour of this is absolutely tremendous, I have to say. So that's it. I'm going to pop this on a mod and we'll have a little vape and I'll let you guys know what I think. Okay, so that was a quick tour around the HAKU Phenom. Now I've got it on here on my DNA 250 Squonker, and I have to say I love this RDA. I really do. It's not without its flaws. There's a couple of things that I think could be a little bit different, but overall I love the vape of this. I've got it 42 watts, loaded up with some Grumpy Custard, which is just awesome. The flavour is just so good of this. As you can tell, sometimes it can be a little bit of a noisy bugger, but you can get past that. The other thing that I think the drip tip, it's just too short. I have been using one that's just a fraction taller, and it's just more comfortable. The top cap itself does get a little hot. If you build crazy low, which I haven't really, it's coming out at 0.2 ohms there on that, but the top cap does get quite hot. Now with an RDA like this that's been overhyped all over the internet and it's not readily accessible to the masses, there's a lot of accessories. So I did get myself a little Delrin cap, which is a little stumpy little guy. Look at that, awesome. And next to the original top cap you can see the difference in the height there. I love this. I have to say it's one of my favourite RDAs so far that I've come across. Up to now I have been using the Hadley from Cyclone Mods. Love the airflow on that with a little Ultim cap. That has taken a back seat. I use this almost every day. I've had it for about 3 months now. Every time I went to get a review recorded for it, I didn't want to take it off and clean it, to be honest. I was using it that much. So smooth, that airflow. It really is. If you want to get your hands on one of these at the moment, you have got to sign up to the Facebook group. I will pop a link in the description below to the Facebook group, and if you want to, you can enter one of the draws, be picked out for the opportunity to buy one. Hopefully in the future these will be more readily available in some shops, some online stores, and if you want an exceptional flavorful RDA, check it out. But that's all from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.